All right, here we are on the 17th tee with a 3-wood. Now, Chris hit this really well. This is a very impressive golf swing right here. We were both on the tee. I hit a beautiful drive, and he hit his 3-wood. I hit my driver. He hit his 3-wood about 8 yards further, and then I hit mine. He was about 4 feet off the fairway on the right, but that's actually the safe place. That's actually where you aim, and if it draws, it draws. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So it's probably right where you're aimed. It looks like from your foot line here that you are aimed just slightly right, because I'm directly in front of you. I remember setting up perfectly for this. The first thing that I see is just a really excellent neutral setup. Your head slightly behind the ball. Um, Ball position is a little bit back than typical 3-wood, but I like that from earlier in the round. As a matter of fact, another video that we're going to do, your ball position is actually out there with your driver. So this is actually a really good. It might be an adjustment that you made because we talked about that. So let's just be aware of that. But let's take you a little bit through the swing. Um, Terrific one-piece takeaway. It's really simple. Uh, right there at the top, look at that. Perfectly parallel your shaft. I love that the left knee is still behind the ball. I mean, still in front of the ball. Pardon me. Let's draw that line a little bit better. Even the inside of the left knee is still behind the ball, and your back is also behind the ball. Your shoulder turn is pretty impressive. Part of that's because you have a fairly deep knee bend, but and you're flexible guy anyway. But look at that left arm is pretty straight. Actually, a bad line, but pretty straight. Um, Really terrific position right there. It's really athletic. The one thing I can see is you're rolling over your right foot. The inside of your right foot, like your foot is tilted in that angle. So it's almost like the inside of your right foot is off the ground. It's easier to see on a zoomed in picture, but you'll be able to see it as it comes down. There, it's back down. Look, just keep your eye on your right foot right there. What I love is that your hips and your left side initiates this downswing. You're in this incredible position at the top, bam, and then your hips start right there. And look at that lag you're creating right there. This is a great angle. That's fantastic. Um, and then you get around and your hips stop about right there, which is interesting. And that's why sometimes you end up flipping, which you do right there. You flip the club. You're flipping it right there to come up, but you come straight up. You can actually feel it or see it with that movement right there. Flip, but you come straight up on yourself, and your hips finally clear by the end. A lot of coaches would say that they want to see your hips more clear at impact. I think we can't stop. That's your foot. Your club is 1 foot behind impact. That's a really great position. You've got a lot of weight on your right foot there, but that's a terrific position. Um, and your hips are only open to about that. They're just past. So a lot of people would say that your hips need to be more clear, and they stay there. See that? Bam, bam. Hips are staying right there until the hands flip and they bring the hips around at one time. So it's interesting. I don't want to say that it's wrong because it works so well for you. Um, Maybe to add consistency to your game, work on clearing your hips so that you don't feel the need to flip the hands right there. See those, they flipped over. And really be able to extend through the target line by clearing your hips out of the way and allowing your hands to work a little more correctly. But all in all, this is just a really impressive golf swing. I love this finish. Look at the way your balance is incredible. You're not rolled over your ankle like myself and a lot of other golfers are, kind of that way. You are directly, your knee and your ankle and your foot and everything and your hips, everything's all pointing directly at the target. That's just great balance. Terrific golf swing. Let me do it in slow-mo here. Take you back to the beginning, to the address there, and again, just put it in slow motion. And you can really see the flip there of the hands in slow motion. We'll do that one more time. There we are back Add address, and bam. There we go. Now let me just take it through a couple times with the scroll bar so that we can see it even slower. And yeah, right there. All in all, just a really, really impressive golf swing. And let's do it again sometime soon. All right, brother.